well. Two teams tonight that love to get out and run. Brent, talk about some of the keys to being effective in the transition game.
One part about transition, Kevin, is the first couple steps that anybody takes to get out on the break. I mean, there is a skill to running hard in transition, and then secondarily getting wide in the lane. So many coaches are yelling at their players about creating space by getting to the sidelines as quickly as possible. Those two things can make you pretty dynamic in the open floor.
And the starting group for the Spurs. Skilled tandem of Leonard and Aldridge at the 3 and the 4. Then it's Pau Gasol. Then it's Tony Parker. And it's Forbes in at the 2 guard. Christopher, that's good. And if you were wondering what looked different about DJ this game, the answer is on his feet. Greg, today he's debuting custom colorway shoes from Jordan.
And, you know, I was trying to figure out what looked different about him, and that's what it is. Those new Jordans are quite the statement, my friend, to be making on the floor.
And stolen by Aldridge. Leonard, that's for 2. Once again off the mark by San Antonio.
Man, he's had 3 good looks at the basket and nothing to show for it.
Green kicks to McGee. There's the screen. Curry's shot is off.
And you know what? You can't get a better screen. Frees him up beautifully, but he just fails to capitalize.
Oh, man, he'd love to have that one back. He just does everything right, but doesn't get the finish.
Now, here's Parker. An 11-point game for him in the win against Memphis. McGee with the block. Tries to keep it alive, but they'll get another chance. And here's Leonard from 3. Once again off the mark by San Antonio. Parker against Curry. Pass to Christopher. And here they come. Forbes the pass to Leonard. Kicks to Parker. Aldridge with a screen on Green. 6 to shoot. Dishes to Forbes. They get it back. A second chance effort. That's a miss. His second after 2 shots.
That's a wide open shot. Sadly, he came up short.
The dish now to Durant. And the rejection by Leonard.
Let this be a reminder, when you're going up for a shot, it's always important to know where Kawhi Leonard may be lurking.
Now, here's Parker. Taking a look at his stats, he's averaging around 9.5 points a game. And it's wide right. Hits off the rim.
Just wondering why the defense is laying off. Luckily, they didn't pay for their mistake.
Took him no time at all on that one. Curry's got himself on the board with 3 there. And Greg Popovich has led the Spurs to the playoffs in all 20 of the full seasons he's coached the team. But you know what, Brett? He always gives his players the credit.
Well, Pop knows that the players are the ones who deserve all of the accolades. There's no doubt that there's an appreciation for the way that Pop continues to put his team and each member of the team into situations where they collectively can compete every year. And it's not about just competing for the playoffs, Kevin. I'm talking about competing for titles. What a run that Greg Popovich has been on.
Some changes for Golden State. Andre Iguodala is checked in for Green. Thompson comes in for Kevin Durant. And it's Livingston in for Curry. Now here's Ginobili. His last outing, 16 points for him. Laverne with the ball. The feed to Gay. And here we go. Thompson heading to the hoop. And it's Thompson with the jam.
All the Warriors good at transition. They kill you early and often. And Klay Thompson that time doing the job.
And that replay presented by Under Armour, showing us the fantastic steal that led to that fast break finish. Another unleashed chaos moment. Now here's Laverne. He's averaging a bit over 5 points a game. Gay dishes to Laverne. Ginobili with the ball. Now guarded by Christian. Murray, good.
So blessed with excellent court vision, especially for a wing player. Ginobili repeatedly finds the open man.
Iguodala kicks to Livingston. Golden State moving it around. McGee is screen. Here's Christopher. He had a 21-point outing in their last game against Brooklyn.
A lot of those plays came off tremendous hustle. He was committed to ripping down as many rebounds as he possibly could in this one.
And as competitive as guys are on the court, they know how to get along off it. And from what I hear, DJ has quickly become someone who other NBA stars are comfortable spending time with outside of the gym.
Pachulia, he's checked in for the Warriors.
And you might have thought that with the big three retiring and getting older, the San Antonio Spurs might need to think about rebuilding. But the emergence of one Kawhi Leonard as a superstar in the league on both ends of the floor has extended this team's dominance.
And Tim Duncan retired, as we know, but Kawhi Leonard carrying on that culture of no frills, Brent work and dedication to the game.
Well, there's no better standard bearer than what Kawhi Leonard has represented, but it's been built on the shoulders of Tim Duncan and David Robinson before him. The Spurs continue to go about their business, respecting the game and getting the most out of the ability of the players on the floor.
A team's rebounding is a great measure of its energy, and theirs has been terrific here in the first quarter.
Murray, no good.
You got to be a little bit questioning of the defense, because I'm sure they feel foolish for giving that guy that look, but they survived it.
Now here's Livingston. He's been patient so far, nothing yet on the scoreboard. Christopher, and he uses the glass on the layup.
Great vision from Sean Livingston, scanning the floor and finding the man.
Spurs trail by 9. Ginobili kicks to Murray. Back to Ginobili. Ginobili draws the double. Over to the left wing. Gay against Thompson. Clock at 6. Step back shot. Shot scored by Gay.
And Gay has excellent form on that jump shot. Has really put a lot of work into making it better through the years.
Passes it to Christopher. For the 3. That falls. Nice speed that time from Andre Iguodala. And that's now 10 points for the closer.
Starting to surge here. We're only in the first quarter.
And I'm loving what I'm seeing. The passion that they're playing with up and down the floor.
And as the first quarter wraps up, already a double-digit lead. Warriors ahead. They're up by 10. It's the NBA on 2K Sports from Oracle Arena in Oakland, California. And Steph Curry, a player within the gym range.
Anywhere 5-6 feet outside that three-point line if I have a dribble or if I catch and shoot.
I was going to say, Greg, the Warriors with a completely new 5 on the floor. A different look now for San Antonio. Spurs trail by 16. Durant and Draymond Green, talented forward duo. Steph Curry is out there with the closer, and it's McGee in at the 5. So that's the group out there for Golden State.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
And on our sideline, our reporter, David Alder.
Thanks, Kevin. Well, the closer in the last matchup against the Nets was a man on a mission. He finished with 21 points, and along with what he did on offense, he had a big defensive night as well. His was the kind of all-around performance coaches love to see. It felt like he was a factor in just about every play. Kevin?
All right, David, thanks. He lifted his game to an unreal level that night.
Yeah, he showed how dangerous he is when he's at his best. And, man, he'd love to keep that hot streak going here tonight.
Would you guys be surprised if he doesn't keep it going? I mean, the only way to follow up a game like that is with an even better one.
And so it's San Antonio with it after the three-pointer from Christopher and the foul on the closer. That is his first foul of the game.
That's his first personal foul.
Parker kicks to Forbes. 6 on the shot clock. He's looking for Leonard and finds him. Launches it.
Just a little lackluster so far with his effort. He's been very limited due to his poor shooting. What a year for JaVale McGee to refine his form and some confidence as an NBA player. Signed with the Warriors, played his way into their rotation, and after being on the verge of possibly being out of the NBA, he was a huge piece of a championship caliber team.
Now here's Gasol. Following the miss by Draymond Green. Aldridge the pass to Forbes. And a great assist by Aldridge as that one goes in. Forbes has got 5.
A somewhat sporadic three-point shooter, but he's able to knock that one down.
To the inside. Up again.
Yeah, I feel good with Steph Curry running the show if I was a coach. He passes like that, and it tells you just how unselfish his play can be.
Parker kicks to Aldridge. And Aldridge slams it in.
If you give him an inch of space, he's going to make you pay.
Rudy Gay's checked in for Pau Gasol. For San Antonio, they have gone 3 of 4 at the free throw line tonight.
And for a long time, a lot of people would come up to me, including my dad, and tell me he was the face of the Warriors franchise. But after what Steph Curry has done, he has to be the face at this point. So many accolades and leading the team now to 2 titles in 3 years.
Curry against Parker. They set the pick. It's stolen by Green. And count it. He'll head to the line with a chance to make it 3.
Yeah, I think in his mind he knew the contact was coming, focused, stayed in control, and got it.
San Antonio making a switch here. Murray's checked in.
Well, it's interesting to watch him because he's putting his body on the line to get to the line. We didn't see this during the first quarter, but he's making up for it here.
Now here's Murray. Looking at his numbers, he's averaging about 6.5 points a game. Feeds to Forbes. Shot clock at 5. And there's the pass to Leonard. Over Green. And the shot no good, a bit short.
Yeah, the defense cannot afford to be that lazy. You got to be up on the shooters at all times, especially at the mid-range.
So as we conclude the first half, so far fairly one-sided. Warriors lead by 18. And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Thank you, Kevin. Now, you have scored very efficiently in the first half. So what has the mindset been?
Well, you know, I've tried to stay aggressive when I have the ball and not to get baited into taking a bad shot. You know, as long as I keep attacking and not settling for the bad looks, then I'll be effective on the offensive end. So we have a great offense, you know, as a team, and I'm just trying to do my part within it.
Well, you guys are working together, and it's paid dividends so far. Thanks, guys.
All right, David, thank you, and stay with us, folks. We'll be back just after halftime to get the third quarter started. As we begin the second half, first half wasn't even close, guys, and we'll see if there is a comeback on our hands or more of the same as we get the third quarter started. You look at the closer in this game, guys, he's been everywhere.
Yeah, and through 2 quarters, he's been lights out, and you know he's going to look to add to those totals.
And defensively, hard to force him out of the rhythm at this point because he has a number of ways with which he can beat you.
On the court for San Antonio. Aldridge is at the 4 with Gasol at the 5. Then there's Parker. Then there's Kawhi Leonard. And it's Forbes in at the shooting guard position. And Brent, in your younger years, your dad, of course, played for the Golden State Warriors. You had connections with the Bay Area, certainly. Any memories of watching the old Warriors team play?
Well, of course, Kevin. I was a ball boy when I was 4 years old, and I remember getting into the locker room and having a chance to get on the practice court and riding to the arena with my dad. And then my years in high school when I made my way there to watch Run TMC and spent my summers with Chris Mullin trying to get myself ready for the NBA. I love the Bay Area. I love where I'm from, and I have to admit it. I love the Warriors.
San Antonio with the ball. Following the miss by Draymond Green from deep. Good-looking screen by Gasol. A 3 from Leonard. Sinks the three-pointer. Leonard's got 7 points in the game.
Oh, no. Just don't let him get his feet set. Leonard has become a deadeye on the catch-and-shoot opportunities.
And Curry has it in the corner. Over to the wing. And it's good once more. Nice make there from Christopher. The closer's got 19 points.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
And San Antonio calls the first timeout of the game. We see it so often. A player will languish in one system, then flourish in another. Brent, during your 14-year career, which coach's system would be the best?
Well, I think my years in Seattle, we opened up the offense a little bit. I had the opportunity to play more of a point off guard. But I also enjoyed the structure of what Greg Popovich's system in San Antonio offered up as well. It's always interesting, Kevin, with players who are languishing on benches for other ball clubs, how general managers start to assess whether that guy can be part of something great if they were to bring him in. I had the opportunity to play for a lot of great coaches and thought that I mixed up my game enough to make it a long career.
Spurs trail by 19. Parker with it. And Curry picks him up defensively. Nobody near Leonard. That drops, and it comes off an assist from Parker.
Yeah, they're relying on their three-point shooting and getting pretty good results.
Curry kicks to Durant. Here's McGee, and he'll shoot free throws here. Clearly fouled on that shot that time, the whistle blowing. And the foul goes against San Antonio. These are his third and fourth free throw attempts of the game.
Well, the Spurs system hasn't changed through the years, but certainly some things being more emphasized than others. You had the post attack, certainly with Tim Duncan and David Robinson, and then it shifted to the drive and kick style with Manu and Tony Parker. And now they're back to playing the mid-range game with Kawhi Leonard and LaMarcus Aldridge.
Now here's Parker. Ginobili with the three. Here's Laverne, and terrific work on the offensive glass, and he picks up two.
And when it comes to rebounds, Laverne is relentless on the glass.
Pass to McGee, inside, stolen by Anderson. Here's Leonard. Another miss by Leonard. And in the past, there's been a distaste for isolation basketball in the Spurs organization. But we're seeing more iso ball running through Kawhi and Aldridge.
They do a great job of passing out of the post, and mainly that's the reason why they use it. Force teams to come down as the ball gets closer to the rim and commit several defenders, and then the spacing takes over on the weak side. So they still utilize a pass-first style, and the isolation kind of sets up opportunities on the weak side.
All right, let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Kevin, the Spurs' Greg Popovich talked about developing players. He said, our method is usually tough love. I don't think coddling works, and beating them to death mentally doesn't work either. You give them a clear picture of what's demanded, show care, understand what makes them tick. If that doesn't get through, you get rid of them. Kevin?
And the military background of Popovich plays a part in this way of thinking, David. It's why the Spurs have been so successful for so many years. Here's Parker. Kawhi Leonard making his last shot. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's the floater. Parker's shot is off.
Yeah, I think the defense made an impact on that play, making the shooter feel a bit uncomfortable on release.
No doubt disappointed with that one. He'd love to have that one back.
Yeah, I'd put that play on repeat. The setup was perfect. Just need a better result next time.
Now here's Laverne. Curry with the steal. There's 1:26 left in the third quarter. Here's Christopher. He's covered by Ginobili. Some nice passing by Golden State here. 6 to shoot. Back to Iguodala. Shoots over Leonard. Iguodala. No good. Spurs trail by 15. Outside Leonard. He dishes it to Laverne. Ginobili kicks to Parker. Down low. Up off the screen. Foul on the play. Basket count. So it'll be a three-point play chance. Some changes for Golden State. Draymond Green, he's checked in for Pachulia. Thompson comes in for JaVale McGee. And Wells is subbed in for Steph Curry. Now here's Iguodala. Quiet so far offensively, searching for his first points of the game. Took the opportunity when he saw it.
There you go. That's the stroke we saw in the first half.
Murray kicks to Laverne. Pass to Murray. Laverne dishes to Murray. And the rebound goes to the Warriors. They're coming off that win against the Nets.
And I love the fact that they did such a good job of really reacting to what the defense was giving them.
They capitalized on so many opportunities. The offense tonight just extremely fluid.
Aldridge left side. Over Iguodala. Misses the baby hook. And here at the end of the third quarter, it's a double-digit ball game. The Warriors on top, up by 15. And time for the short break, and stay right where you are. The fourth quarter is coming up next. And a moment ago inside the huddle with head coach Steve Kerr.
Hey, we've been really solid. Everybody.
And we welcome you back as we get going here in the fourth quarter. The final quarter of play can change everything. Spurs trail by 15. All right, now a chance to set the floor courtesy of Gatorade. Fourth quarter action, all fueled up and ready to go. So for the Golden State Warriors right now, the star tandem of Durant and Green are inside. The closer is out there with Wells, and it's Thompson in at the 3 slot. And that replay brought to us by Under Armour. Another Unleash Chaos moment. One of the more exciting plays in basketball. Now, here's Aldridge. Gay with no one around. And a miss there on the triple.
And with the success they've had rebounding the basketball, they're right where you'd expect them to be, firmly in the driver's seat.
Here's Christopher. Yep, it counts. The closer's got 11 points here in just the second half.
And every move he makes looks like the right one at this point.
Yeah, shooting at a very high percentage right now. This one extending the lead.
Now here's Murray. Right side Gasol. Clock at 6. Over Green. It's Gasol missing. Warriors leading by 19 points. Here's Durant. That's in, coming off the assist from Thompson. And it's 7 points for Kevin Durant.
And that set them apart today, guys. Their success with the mid-range.
San Antonio calls timeout. And after Kevin Durant made his decision to leave the Oklahoma City Thunder, he instantly became one of the most polarizing players, it seemed, Greg, in the NBA.
Listen, Kevin Durant has always been a star in this league, but now he's become the story. It's something that he can handle, but doesn't try to seek out. Was able to prove all the naysayers wrong and just having another amazing season.
The Warriors making a switch here. McGee's checked in. Right side Durant. And the Warriors tack on 2 more.
Just increasing their advantage, and right now they're in a zone on both ends.
Love their strategy, and they've been able to execute on it, building a huge lead.
Now here's Gay. They set the pick. Aldridge with a screen on Green. Here's Gay. He feeds it to Murray. And we're seeing more athletes use cross-training to improve their strength and conditioning. Back in the day, did you play any sports outside of basketball to improve your results?
Kevin, if I asked you if surfing helped my basketball, would you say yes?
Well, in your regard, I would say yes. It did help balance, right?
Yes.
What about that?
Hey, I should have surfed a lot more than Kevin.
54 seconds left in the game.
And so it's going to end up in the record books as a blowout, a dominating performance for the Warriors.
And this was one that never really was in doubt, I thought, an all-around dominant performance. And you kind of thought that maybe even going into the game.
Yeah, there was a sense of that, and man, they just pretty much blew them right out of the water. A clinic was put on display here today.
And counting tonight's game on the season, they'll now have won 57 games this year.
And they will walk out of here feeling really good about themselves today, guys. A big win over a conference foe they'd split their previous 2 games with.
The one player that really stands out, of course, in this one, it was a dazzling game for the closer.
There wasn't much they could do to slow him down as he was converting every good chance he got.
He kicks to Livingston. On the wing, it's Iguodala. Tries again. Off target. So we see the Warriors taking the game here. And the outcome of this one was never in doubt.
And boy, they really put in a supreme effort. It just was comfortable. They were not going to release.
And now we're back with David Aldridge, who's standing by on the sideline. All right, Dave.
Kevin, thank you. This was a big win for you, and with the playoff berth now guaranteed, you can start getting ready for the postseason. How excited are you for the playoffs?
Oh, we are very, very excited. I mean, the postseason is something that we strive for all year, and there's a reason why we call it the second season. I mean, we know the games will get tougher and the intensity will pick up, but we'll do everything in our power to prepare for what lies ahead.
It certainly ratchets up in the postseason, but you guys look like you're ready. Congrats, guys.
All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. And that'll do it, folks.